Love Ki Ghanti 1. You can't decide when it rings. Written by Mr. Deepak Satya. Chapter 51. The Sharif Munda. Sharmas had a bungalow in a posh area of Dehradun. The Sharma family consisted of a mother, a father, 2 sons, and a daughter. The richer this family was, the better it was. After marrying the elder daughter, a girl was being searched for the elder son. Elder son Shiv Mohan Sharma was called SMS Boss by his friends. SMS were his initials, and he earned the title of boss by winning 3 consecutive races. Shiv used to look after his family business for 26 days of the month, and on the last 4 to 5 days he used to go on long-distance trips with his biker group. 12 years ago he started alone, but gradually his group started forming. Today all the bikers of Bharat know that there are strong bikers in Dehradun too. There were some conditions to join Shiv's group. You cannot make indecent comments about anyone's caste and religion, you cannot consume any intoxication, you cannot misbehave with girls, you cannot fight to show strength, and you cannot ride a bike in the city even on normal days without wearing a helmet. Must be able to drive, travel long distances with a group at least 6 times a year, and participate in at least 2 races. And the most important condition, when friends call for help, you will have to leave even the most important work and come, even if you are getting married. Although no one ever had to leave their wedding, many had their birthday parties spoiled. With time, the popularity of Shiv's bikers group also increased, and the number of people getting irritated with him also increased. Among these teases, there were especially those who were expelled from the group. They started calling that group a gang to defame it. The gang name would have generated a lot of negative publicity, and many youth would have requested to join them, but they did not join any wrong person with them. The names of the 2 people who were rejected were Garikpal and Ashish. Whenever the convoy of Shiv's group passed by, both of them got irritated by it. Both of them had taken expensive bikes to join this group, which were currently being used only for roaming around the city. About a year ago, Shiv's younger brother Hari Om Sharma had returned from London after completing his studies. When he met his brother's friends, everyone teased him by calling him Sharif Munda. A few days later, Hari Om went to a party with some of his brother's friends in a hotel outside the city. "Hey, it is understandable that your brother does not let us drink liquor, but despite living in London you didn't drink beer." Saying all this, everyone harassed Hari Om a lot. "Brother, I went there to study, not to drink beer," Hari Om said many times, but no one listened to him. After a while everyone picked him up and started dancing, saying, "Sharif Mund ki jai, hail the gentleman." Garikpal and Ashish were envious after seeing them dancing. Both of them had come there, after following them from the city. After some time, Garikpal saw that Hari Om was going towards the bathroom. He followed him, and asked Ashish to come with him. "Man, I need to talk to them. These people seem happy today, who knows, they might include me in their gang today." Ashish said, "Hey, that's what we are going to do. Your SMS's brother has come from London. Let's woo him." Saying this, Garikpal went away, and happy Ashish also followed him. Hari Om was peeing while singing an English song in the bathroom. "Brother, you have learned English, but you have not learned how to drink English liquor," said Garikpal. "Excuse me," Hari said, surprised to see strangers. "Hey, talk to us either in Hindi or Garhwali, this English nonsense will not work with us," said Garikpal. "Who are you guys?" Hari asked. "We." Ashish could only say this when Garikpal stopped him. "We are also members of the SMS gang," said Garikpal. Hearing this, Hari started washing his hands laughing. "Why are you laughing?" Garikpal asked. When Hari did not answer, Garikpal got angry. "I asked why you are laughing. Do you think I am a joker?" Garikpal asked angrily. "Cool man, cool, I don't want to talk to you." Saying this, Hari started leaving when Garikpal caught him. "Where is the rascal going? I am not a street beggar whom you will ignore and pass by. My father has as much money as your father. Answer me, Why are you laughing?" Gurikpal said. Ashish tried to stop Gurikpal, but Gurikpal did not leave Hari. "The first thing is that my brother does not have a gang, it is a group. Secondly, my brother doesn't accept intoxication users like you in their group. And thirdly, with the rudeness with which you are talking, I don't think you stand a chance. That's why I started laughing," Hari said, looking Gurikpal in the eyes and pushing him away from himself. Gurikpal laughed, saying, "The Londoner has muscular power." "Guri, leave him, friend. I want to join the gang," Ashish said, coming in front of Gurikpal and using his body as a shield to stop Gurikpal. Hari left from there. "What were you doing? Do you know how many people are sitting outside? If each one of them slapped us even once, we would have died," Ashish said angrily. Gurikpal pushed him away, came near the mirror, and started staring at himself. Hari came out and did not tell anyone anything, and again started dancing and singing with everyone. Ashish tried hard, but could not convince Gurikpal to leave that hotel. Shiv arrived at the party at around midnight. Seeing him, his friends were happy, but Gurikpal was filled with anger. Ashish again asked to leave, but Gurikpal did not even move from there. At around 1 o'clock, Shiv announced the end of the party, and all the bikers left from there. After half an hour, Gurikpal agreed to go home. He saw a biker stopped on the road. He was talking shyly on the phone. After going 2 kilometers ahead, Gurikpal asked Ashish to stop. "You noted that we did not see even a single bike of the gang on the entire route," said Gurikpal. "So what should we do with them?" Ashish asked. "Just take a U-turn." "Ashu, I said take a U-turn," Gurikpal said in excitement, and Ashish, frightened, took a U-turn. A boy from Shiv's group was still standing on the side of the road shyly talking on the phone. Gurikpal was happy to see him. He got Ashish off the bike and took out the toolkit from under the seat. Then he took out the number plate of the bike from the toolkit and threw it away. Gurikpal, abusing Shiv, took out a handkerchief from his pocket and covered his face. Seeing this, Ashish too, out of unknown fear, immediately took out his handkerchief and covered his face. Before Ashish could understand anything, Gurikpal attacked the boy from behind who was talking on the phone. The dazed boy did not understand what was happening to him. With great difficulty, he distanced himself from Gurikpal. Feeling happy, Gurikpal attacked him again, and this time the boy standing ready caught him. While raining punches on Gurikpal's face and stomach, the boy asked, "What's the matter between us?" Seeing Gurikpal being beaten, Ashish also attacked the boy from behind. The boy was shocked. Gurikpal got up and immediately caught hold of his feet. This gave Ashish a chance to punch him in the face. When the boy started becoming slightly unconscious due to Ashish's punches, Gurikpal also started beating him. Together they made the boy bleed badly. Saying, "Let's go now," Ashish pulled Gurikpal and pushed him towards the bike. Gurikpal came back, kicked the boy in the chest, and went away. The boy saw the bike before becoming completely unconscious. Gurikpal, who had taken out the number plate, was himself riding the bike shouting with joy. Ashish was also very happy. Both were abusing Shiv's gang. After going at a distance of 4 kilometers, Gurikpal took a left turn and reached back to the city via a village. "It's a party time," Gurikpal said, and Ashish happily agreed. Both of them sat at a liquor shop and started drinking alcohol while eating meat. On the other hand, the boy's girlfriend called his friend and informed him that suddenly the boy's voice stopped coming, and since then he has not picked up the phone. Within 5 minutes the bikers got the news and found the boy. The boy told his friends about the bike without a number plate. The search for that bike started immediately. An hour later, a biker found the bike outside a liquor shop. He immediately told Shiv, "I will break his hand myself." Saying this, Shiv set out alone. His companions saw him leaving and followed him. Ashish went to urinate on the roadside. Standing there, he recognized the biker. The effect of intoxication went away immediately, but he continued acting like he was drunk. He came back and slowly informed Gurikpal. "Let's have a party with him too," said Gurikpal. "He must have called his men." "If you want to stay alive, then run away," said Ashish. Drunken Gurikpal was in fear for his life, so like every time, this time he did not ignore Ashish's words. Both of them secretly raised the handkerchiefs hanging around their necks and covered their faces again. After that, both of them started walking like drunkards, falling left and right. Ashish went towards the bike, and Gurikpal went towards the biker. As shortly as the biker saw Ashish starting the bike, Gurikpal kicked him and made him fall. Both ran away. The biker got up and started following him. He also informed Shiv about the new location. This was the same night when Gurikpal and Ashish had come and hid in Raju's house to save their lives. The cunning Gurikpal, who had forgotten the favor of his true friend, was very happy with Raju's injury. When his father saw that he had no regrets for his actions, he became very angry. He had already been humiliated by Raju's father, so he decided that Gurikpal would have to learn a lesson. Gurikpal's father beat Gurikpal a lot in the name of lesson. Despite being beaten a lot, there was no change in Gurikpal's attitude. Seeing this, the father felt extremely helpless. He knew that Gurikpal had become like this due to his bad upbringing. After a lot of brainstorming, he decided to give him a lecture. Sometimes he spoke about Guruvani, and sometimes he explained in the language of politics. After a lot of persuasion, when he saw the changed body language of Gurikpal, he felt that perhaps his son would improve now. Gurikpal's father did not know that Gurikpal was no longer in a natural state to understand anything. The reason for the change in Gurikpal's body language was not understanding, but boredom. Bored with his father's scolding, beating and advice, Gurikpal promised his father that he would never meet Raju again. "But I would crush Raju's butterfly for sure." When Gurikpal told his intentions to Ashish over the phone, Ashish also became happy.